Hello, and welcome back to Beethro's Teacher. Believe it or not, the delay this time was not due to me hitting this room or anything like that. It was actually just due to not being satisfied with the audio stuff. I'm trying different settings again. I don't know why I'm so hung up on this, but I am. Anyway, we're back. We spent an hour on this last time, which would have been, what, several weeks ago at this point. And I do think I want to back up a little bit. I'm at a point where it might be possible to force things where I'm at, but I'm probably better off backing off a little bit. And yeah, so we'll save one at that point. It was actually, okay, I wasn't sure how far back I had to go, but I do think killing these 3 roaches in advance is critical. It should be doable. And once those 3 are down... Oh yeah, I even got this one. Then I should be able to just rush out and not have to worry about being surrounded. Does that even make sense? No, because the issue is, if I kill these 3, that's kind of the same as where I was last time. I mean, I can cut a direct diagonal and save a few moves that way and probably kill up to here. But that's still 26 roaches per cycle. These were 10, right? 3, 6, 10, yeah. Okay, so maybe I do try to get this guy down there. I don't know. How are things even getting worse? Right, I need to back off for the mimic to survive. Problem. See, why am I trying it this way again? This is not what I said I was going to do. Yeah, and now things are just worse. So this isn't working. Okay. What happens if I do this? I am safe. But I'm also slow. Get separation, but then I'm just dead. Like, I can hold up here forever, but the thing is, I need to be killing 2 or 3 roaches per cycle, or per swing. No, like, for 2 swings. Can't do that. Interesting. Is this workable? Not quite. But it does let me get to here. Okay. I really don't want to slide there. Is there a way to get the Mimic back into the chamber? Okay, I could do that. I don't want to. So I can do that. Okay, I think this is going to solve it eventually. Yeah, because now I can... Yeah, I got a roach blocking it. Okay, we got through the awful room. There we go. That's all cleared up. And now that it's just from one side, I should be able to... In fact, at this point, rather than going there myself, I can actually just do a Roach Flood solution. And it's probably even faster. This is going to be ridiculous, but this is what we're doing. I could get an offset, but I don't think I want an offset. So we're just going to be patient and flood this entire chamber with roaches, because we know it'll work. Alright, get a little bit of leverage here. One more. One more. Alright. And from there, that's easy to deal with. So I'm just not going to worry about the Mimic getting stuck at this point. Unless I've actually lost. Interesting. I don't really want to go back into that outfield. I don't think waiting here helps though. Yeah, it's just gonna go over. Maybe I don't do that. Wait until you guys get down there. You're not going to get down. Well, we've thinned them out enough that we can do the rest from here. Well, that was sure a room. Let's hope that we don't have another one of those to do anytime soon. We will save that one move for high score purposes. Come on. How slow was I? I am connected, right? Yes, okay. Yeah, that's what I figured. So I'm not going to watch the top demo, but I will. Let's go with Cargaros because I don't recognize this name. So I'm just going to arbitrarily pick it. This is going to be a much faster demo. I'm just curious to see if I can learn some tactics here. What did I do wrong? Okay, so there is a way to start this that's better. Oh. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I even need to see anything else. There was a... So I thought I was being clever by dropping that in advance. Turns out you actually wanted to start there in formation. And then that just lets you get over to this side, and as we saw with my previous playthrough, getting over to this side was in fact the trick. Because once you have access to these tunnels with the mimics, you've already won. Okay. So that was a case of me doing things the hard way and being able to hit my head against it and get a solution. Even though arguably it was a puzzle and I just didn't do the puzzle. That's to be expected with a tactics room though, I guess. I've never been a fan of these horde rooms with mimics. But I guess I approached this with the mindset that it was just a horde room with mimics, and you just did the obvious thing, and eventually you brute forced your way through it. Oh well. Right, so we stepped into this room before, probably because it was the closest exit. So what's actually going on here? At a glance, these look like timers that are hard to see as timers. So what's the deal here? I run in and I get out. Okay. Okay, first impression was wrong. These are not timers. These are obstacles. This is probably the timer. And why is this an issue? Because when I hit this, if we've had 9 cycles, so 270, maybe give it 5 to spawn on a bit, so 283 or so turns? Something like that. If I haven't hit this orb by then this is a lost cause, because I hit this and the roach kills me. Alright, so I have to kill these quickly. Is this actually the right orientation then? Obviously we do this first because it's the closest exit. This is a little bit less obvious. I think going from here to here and then from here to here is going to be faster than going from here to here and then here to from here to here and then from here to here. So actually, yeah, this seems pretty obvious. This is 1, this is 2, and then this is 3 if we're doing looking at exponents at the power of 2. So 0, 1, 2, I guess in that case. So is this the fastest starting orientation? That's the question. Well, we're not going to hit the wall. That would be slow. Okay, so I can get up here in time before the roaches spawn. So I think I actually want to face south then. And do I want to stop and actually look at the room again? Or I'm just assuming this is purely an efficiency room. Yeah, okay, because that lets me do that. Get through. That checkpoint is off, so we're not going to hit the checkpoint. Oh yeah, that's another point. This room came out in a time when we didn't have infinite undo, so this was the only checkpoint. And I meant to comment on this when I took it. That checkpoint is so far out of the way. I guess that could be a hint in a way too. The approach I had to the room was wrong, because this checkpoint makes a lot of sense if you take the start that I saw there. So maybe the checkpoints could be seen as a hint in that sense, then. Alright, advantage of this is that I got fewer roach spawns because they were blocked. However, the disadvantage here, I don't know if there's anything I could have done about it, is that because of the force arrow, I can't make the diagonal that I want to make. Which means I'm now doing this at an incredibly slow pace. Oops. Alright, well, I mean, this may be not the most efficient way I could have done this, but it's alright. So now it's just a matter of whether or not there is a trick to this. And based on the number of roaches here, I'm starting to think that the trick is actually I start with this room, because this isn't going to build up all that much. Because now, I'm just stuck doing this. Hold on. But now you guys are backed up. So as long as I can get from here to here in 30 turns, which should be doable. This might actually just be an easy room. Because I don't have a timer anymore. I want to make sure, like, I can't go south at all. Because if I go south... go north though. But if I go south, then you're stuck on a force arrow. So I need to wait until the turn before you spawn. Then I can do that, get the last kill. And... oh yeah, lots of time. Okay, I'm not sure how to feel about that. It's just an easy room. Okay. So really the trick was getting up to here fast enough, which I barely managed to do. There might be a faster way of doing this, but I do not feel the need to seek it out. Yeah, okay. Multiple faster ways to do it. Okay, is this potentially the last room on the level? I don't know why I suddenly feel compelled to check. I don't see any other exits. Yeah, so this level's actually pretty small. So what's going on here? Is this just a harassment room? I feel like there's got to be more to it than that. Hit that, I get... well, that becomes a trap. Okay, so I can't hit this before I've dealt with those. That's intriguing. Why? The answer becomes obvious. Oh, are you going to let me in on the secret? Well, let's let the gameplay show off the revelation I just had.
Ah, this room contained many false arrow traps.
It does indeed.
Take care to block them with something, or you'll have troubles.
Indeed. Yeah, and this opens so I can get back. Okay. I think I got it. So that was actually a pretty big spoiler he gave there. But that's the trick for dealing with this. I don't think anything else can move, but now I don't have to worry about these. Nothing can get up there. Yep. Hopefully there's more to the room than that. I mean, there's other stuff happening later, so... I haven't even considered what's going on this side of the room yet. Is that enough time? Yes. Obviously I cannot drop all of them, so I'm not even going to try. All the trapdoors, that is. So I defused that trap. What's going on here? Is that an issue? Yeah, there's nowhere that these roaches can get to that would cause me any trouble, right? Because if they get up here, I can just clean them out later. No more arrow traps are accessible at all. These are completely clear. So I think I can actually just ignore this for now. I think I already mentioned this earlier in the Let's Play, but I've been watching Pearls play through Descent to King
You're
Esper.
taking a bit long. I think I'll have a little snack. Good luck. I'll be back soon.
What? You got food? Wait, I'm starving. He's not hearing me.
Yeah, so, and it's just, I'm fascinated by watching Pearls play because I always have this, the approach of looking at every part of the room and trying to understand everything. And sometimes he'll just solve these hard rooms really fast by just doing the stuff that's up front and not worrying about later parts of the room until he gets to them. And I feel like, you know, once I've analyzed that there's nothing to worry about with these, I might as well just get into this part of the room and play with it until I understand it. Also, I was a little bit worried that he was like trying to say, hey, you've messed up the room already, but I don't think that could possibly be the case. So I think that was actually just the game trolling me a little bit. Alright, so this one is interesting. I think what we need to do here is wait for a roach spawn, and we'll do 2. Hold on. Right. I could do this. Okay, and I think that's going to be the trick then, because I need to get a roach blocking this somehow. Which seems improbable. Okay, so what we actually do is we chase this roach queen onto the force arrow and have it spawn a roach here. Okay. I think that's the goal. So then, we just have to wait 1, because that blocks that roach, and this roach queen does not matter.
Delicious. Let's see how you've been doing.
Do you still have any food left?
Sorry, I just finished my last piece of Holster pie. You should have said you were hungry. I thought I explained about how the force arrows needed to be blocked. We won't be able to clean up this mess, I'm afraid.
Really? I don't believe you. I think... Oh wait, am I not able to get back in here? Ah, okay. I believe you. So the plan was to go down here and chase this queen back up to here, which would have worked. But I can't get through. Alright, so... Huh. I mean, obviously cleaning this part up is pretty easy. Because I can just... go in there, and that's no longer an issue. However... that doesn't help the fact that I need something to help me with this, and that one lone roach I don't think actually helps, because there's no way for me to get it onto this arrow. There's no way to get it onto these arrows either. So really, this is the hard part of the room. Everything else makes sense. I don't think... well... yeah, with this set up the way that it is, there's no way I'm bringing a roach with me. I'm not... like, if a roach is
You're
trying...
taking a bit...
yeah. So if the, that's as close as I can get. Roach gets blocked by the door. If I do this, Roach just kills me. So we cannot have a Roach come with us. Likewise, if I somehow manage to chase one of these queens out, which would be... would it be doable? Probably not. But even if I theoretically could, Queen would be on the checkpoint blocking the orb. I wouldn't be able to make any more progress. Alright, so...
You're taking a bit...
yeah. I think that there is nothing wrong with what I've done so far. The only possible consideration I can see is that I could have this force arrow be clear, so that this queen gets stuck here and is able to spawn roaches here, which would then get me a roach spawner, multiple roach spawner that I could take out here. But even if I got a roach to this tile, from here, that doesn't actually do me any good as far as dealing with these. So it is really just this. No toggles, these are all just opens. And so the problem here is that if I give them one move, you get stuck. I'm just going to play out every possibility here. And then you escape. If we do it on 2, you get stuck, you get down here. If we do it on 3, gives me a little bit of time for you, but you get up here. And if we do it on 4, I can kill the Roach Queen. I can get down here. So on 4, I can kill both the Roach Queens, but I can't get that Roach. Okay. So I did like the idea of sending this Roach Queen up here. But I don't have... a way of getting you okay. If I had a Roach Queen on this arrow, spawning a Roach here, then when I hit this orb, you go up, Roach comes down. That lets me get in here. Okay, get in here to chase you back out. Which then means that this Roach Queen is the one that goes on the arrow. So I think we actually want a Roach Queen blocking this arrow. Which means it has to be one of those two. Interesting. I think that's actually fine. I think that's actually fine. Okay. I was a little bit less efficient this time around, somehow. Right, so I could try to get around her that way, but I actually want her to be coming down this way. Interesting. What do these close? Just those. Even if I go like this, I'm not quite in time. But I could get some roaches in here. Does that help? I don't think it does, because now I just have a roach above me. And I don't think there's any way to flood this place with roaches and let us actually get up here in time. Because if we're flooded with roaches, we're only going to have roaches up to this level anyway. Which means... you get to here, they're still at this level. 1, 2, 3... it's not going to be in time. Okay, so what can we do about this? Like, these are important because we need the queen to slide. Because of how the queens are spaced out here, turn order doesn't actually matter because there's always going to be a gap of 1 just because of the fact that the one queen isn't scared of me yet. Ah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns. That's the trick. Alright, and that should be the room solved then. Do I have enough time to get through here? No. Alright, we'll stay for another cycle. I guess, in fact, I can even do that.
You're taking a bit long. I think I'll have a little snack. Good luck. I'll be back soon.
What? You got food? Wait, I'm starving.
Well, I could kill this roach queen at this point. No, I couldn't, because then the roach gets out. Okay. Okay. Can I get up there in time? Yes. Let's just get that roach queen over. Can we do that? Hold on. There we go. I like this kind of room. This was quite interesting. You have an obviously impossible task, and you have to figure out how to solve it.
Delicious. Let's see how you've been doing.
Do you still have any food left?
Sorry, I just finished my last piece of holster pie. You should have said you were hungry. Excellent. You've dealt with the west part brilliantly. I knew I wouldn't have to worry about you. You're definitely a quick learner.
Well, say what you will about this guy. He does seem to be able to identify at a glance if the room is possible or not. Alright, and that should be a level done. Barring any post-blue door nonsense. And I also did the secret, and given how that went, I'm a little bit scared to look for any others, so I'm just going to assume that I've completed all the secrets on the level.
This is a good start, little fierce one. We should move into the next level. There I will teach you about things besides just roaches, and variations of roaches.
Huh. Alright, well, I think that's a pretty good spot to leave things then. Do I want to take a glimpse as to what we're doing next time? Let's just take a peek. I'm not going to try to solve anything, but let's just take a peek. Maybe explore the next level, see how we can do. Only 4 hours for the first level. I mean, it's not the longest amount of time I've ever spent on a level. That definitely goes to one of the later levels in The Descent of King Esper that took me over 10 hours. So, you know, levels are what they are. Obviously that was a much bigger level, but still. How can I be fat when I'm hungry all the time, pondered Beethro. Must be all that grisly wraith-winged chow I've been putting away. Beethro resolved himself to a more disciplined diet. Oh no, if it's wraith-wings... Wraith-wings can be either good or bad. I actually really like wraith-wing puzzles when they're puzzles. But if you have more than one wraith-wing at a time, it starts to just get really fiddly. Is that new? I'm going to assume not. You know what, let's read it anyway. I don't think I have. Beethro had wished for companionship, but Denfrey wasn't what he had in mind. He was extremely curious about Denfrey's marvelous speed in combat. Perhaps by keeping near this annoying new acquaintance, a secret would be revealed. Yeah, if I had done this recently. If I had not taken a couple of weeks break in the middle of that one room, I might remember whether or not that was the quote from the first time I entered that level, from the other stairs. Evil Eyes, okay. So not Wraithwings, necessarily. Evil Eye hordes like this are kind of funny, but I guess I should save the talk on that for when I actually start playing the room. So, just wanted to see what we were dealing with. Apparently it's Evil Eye hordes. We'll do that next time. I will see you then.